Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's having a good day. As always, for those of you who are just now finding out about this channel, welcome. This is a channel that's geared towards helping others with their personal finance decisions and hopefully educating people so they can put themselves into better positions and not have to fall victim to banks or other financial institutions that have other interests than just helping people out. So today we're going to be talking about something called a secured loan, or kind of answering the question, what is a secured loan? Because it really is one of the weirder type of loans, in my opinion. It can do good for people, but it also doesn't make sense for everyone to do, and I find it unnecessary many times, but that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, before we get started, I do want to let you know that my 2017 goal, which is to save you guys $150,000 from loan interest, I'm still sitting at about $13,000 saved, which is great, but I want to keep that going. So if you have any other loan questions, or you're in a position where you want to see if maybe you can get some help with maybe refinancing or lowering some of your interest rates, please don't hesitate to email me. You can reach me at commonsensemike@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you guys, and obviously I want to hit my goal as soon as I possibly can, so I just wanted to mention that real quick. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's start talking about what is a secured loan. Because a secured loan seems like it could be anything. Like, is a car loan a secured loan? Is a mortgage a secured loan? Is a boat loan secured? Because those loans, they have collateral, right? Isn't that what secures the loan? And partly, yeah, they are, but they're not really secured loans. You would never go to a bank and say, hey, I want to apply for a secured loan with the expectation of them understanding this could be for a car, a house, a boat, whatever it may be. Well, a secured loan is an installment type of loan where your money acts as collateral for the bank. Now, just like your car is collateral for a car loan, if you get a mortgage, your house is collateral for the mortgage loan. In this case, your money is collateral for the actual secured loan. So just like if you weren't to pay for your car loan, well, they're gonna come take away your car. If you don't pay for your house, then your house is gonna get foreclosed on. If you don't pay on a secured loan, well, then they will take that secured money away, right? So that is why it is a secured loan. So let's say you wanted to do a secured loan for like $500. That means that you would need to keep $500 in your savings account, right? They would lock that money up because that's how much money you want a secured loan for. And what you would repay back to the bank is that $500 plus a little bit of interest as well. So if someone decides to do that secured loan for $500, over time, as they make payments on their loan, well, that held amount in their savings actually goes down. So, let's say you did that $500 loan and you've paid off $100 to where the loan amount is only $400. Well, now the amount that they keep locked up in your savings account should only be $400. Right? Over time, as you pay down the loan, they're going to release some of that locked up money, to the point where at the very end, when you're done paying off that $500 loan, well, your $500 is still there sitting in your savings account like nothing ever happened to it. So now that you know what a secured loan is, let's look at some of the other questions that you probably have about these secured loans, because in all honesty, like I said earlier, they really are a unique type of loan that's not meant for everybody, and I'm going to save probably the most important question for last. But let's start off with this question. What do interest rates on secured loans typically look like? And honestly, they're actually pretty low. Every financial institution is going to be different, so I can't say it's always this rate or it's always that rate. I don't really know. I can't give you an answer, but they're pretty low. Typically somewhere around 2 to 4%. So why is it such a low rate? Well, think about it. If you had to do a loan where you had to keep whatever the loan amount was, you had to keep that same dollar amount in your savings account locked up, and you never ever made a payment on it, what do you think would happen to that money in your savings account? Well, if you guessed that they would probably just take it, then you're exactly right. That's what they're going to do. If you never make a payment on it, they're just going to take the money out of that locked up funds in your savings. Therefore, it's just a very low risk loan, and because of that, it's normally really low interest rates as well. So I would say that's one benefit to a secured loan, is that they have pretty low interest rates. All right, question number 2. How long is a typical secured loan financed for? Now this question, just like the first, doesn't have an exact answer. Because you can really do a secured loan amount for anything, as long as you got the money for it, you can do a secured loan probably for however much you want. But if you do a $500 loan, maybe that loan is going to be financed for like 6 months or a year at the longest. Whereas if you do a $10,000 loan, that secured loan may take like 3 years to pay it off. So there's no real exact term length limit. You get to choose what you want pretty much based off the dollar amount of the loan. All right, question number 3, can anybody get a secured loan? Now, here's another really great benefit to secured loans, and that is that most anyone can get approved for this loan. Again, like I said earlier, and I've said it multiple times now, your money acts as collateral, and it's very low risk for banks to do those type of loans. So what is the point in them denying anybody? When there's that little risk involved and they have pretty much their guarantee just sitting there locked up, there's no real reason for them to deny you. Okay, if they said that, okay, this person has this money locked up, push comes to shove, we absolutely have to take it, we've got that covered, but they also want to do a loan and we're going to make, 3% off of it. Yeah, that's a pretty easy, no-brainer loan for the banks to do, and that's why almost anyone can get approved for it. Does not matter what your credit score is, doesn't matter what your credit history looks like. Typically, if you've got the money, you can get approved for a secured loan. All right, question number 4, and this is what I think is the big question that everyone should ask themselves. Why would I ever want to do a secured loan? Now, before I answer, really think about this. If you're ever in a situation where you have money to pay for something, why would you ever want to lock your own money up and do out a loan against it? Yeah, 3% is a pretty low interest rate, but it's not as low as 0. Why pay interest if you don't have to? It just doesn't make any sense. So why would you ever want to do that? And the answer is really simple. In my opinion, you should only do a secured loan if you want to build credit. Okay? And think about this. Like I said earlier, guys, it's very low interest rate and almost anybody can get approved for these loans. So if you're looking to build up credit history, well, the last thing that you want to do is go apply and then find out that you're denied. That doesn't do you any good. Likewise, you don't want to build credit by doing like car loans, or you don't want to build credit through doing personal loans. You don't want to have to get into like debt to build credit, or you don't want to have to pay high interest rates to build credit. So a nice in-between really is a secured loan. Let's say that you actually did a $500 loan for 1 year, right? The payments on that work out to be $42.35 a month. And after that full year, if you use the bank's money, that the bank's $500 that they gave to you to actually make the payments on the loan, well, you really only ended up paying $8.20 to build up credit. Now, is $8.20, worth it to build credit? I don't know, maybe not. It's really your decision, but for those that do want to build credit, this is one of the cheapest ways I know of getting that done. I would still advocate that a credit card does a better job, but sometimes, you want to have revolving loan history and you want to have installment loan history. Now, revolving loans are things like lines of credits and credit cards, and installment loans are things like cars, personal loans, houses, and secured loans. So if you want to get the installment side of it without having to get into the debt of a personal loan or a car loan or a house, if you're just trying to build credit, secured loans are a super cheap and easy way of doing that. You're almost always approved, and it's a really low interest rate. And to repeat myself one more time, again, I think building up credit is the only reason why you should ever do a secured loan. So guys, that's what a secured loan is. It's not very complicated, but it is a fairly unique loan. I don't think everyone should take one out. I don't think it's going to benefit everybody. If you have great credit already, there's really no reason for you to ever do a secured loan. Likewise, if you're trying to build your credit, but you want to do things as smart as possible without getting into debt or paying a whole lot of interest, well, I think a secured loan is a good way of doing that. But all in all, I hope this video helped you guys out. Make sure to comment below with your thoughts, your opinions. As always, if you've got your own personal finance questions, feel free to email me at commonsensemike@gmail.com. You can tweet any question you want at commonsensemike. I would love to hear from you guys, but thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a good day. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned, but go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.